because we're human and we're always going to have emotions.
Yes, they're good. Emotions are good. But when they have control over me, I feel like the process I'm going through is I'm allowing that to happen. And when I'm not conscious of allowing it to happen, they have me, I don't have them. And
how do you become conscious of it? Just being aware, okay, I'm like being able to identify what the feeling is.
And I think,
and why you're feeling that way.
I think this conversation is a great step in the right direction. And then being aware that it doesn't have you, because if fear has had you your whole life, and then someone shows up and says, you have fear, it doesn't have you. I mean, you're like, that can't be true. My whole life I've been afraid of this thing. Or my whole life I walk in fear, or I have this anxiety about this certain thing. And that resistance is going to be, well, that can't be because it has control over me. It has control over me. But I think there's an awareness, and having this conversation is a step in that awareness where, okay, I'm starting to feel anger. Like, I think I've told this story before, but I was in the car with the kids. It was after church. We had a friend with us. The friend gets in the car, and the kids are just wild. And I said, I'm starting to feel anger because you guys are getting kind of loose. And, we're trying to get to whatever dinner or whatever. And my friend looked at me and he goes, what was that? And I'm like, I'm expressing how I'm feeling without the explosion. And he's like, man, I've never seen that before. That's weird for me, because he's a known alcoholic, drug addict. So he deals with his feelings with these, things. So for him to see that, it blew his mind that someone could feel something and say it without having it control them. And I don't get it right a lot. It was just a moment that I remember, because I think the reason I remember is because of his response was, what just happened there? You didn't yell at them. They kind of heard you and backed off. It was kind of this neat moment. So I don't know if I answered your question or if I got off the subject, but the point is, if I know and can be aware of my feelings and not judge myself, but also know that I have them on a leash, they don't have me on a leash, I think that anything that happens, I'm going to have a better evolution of getting through it.